What's up, everybody? Also, hello there on the World Wide Web. I'm here to review Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, wrong movie. Predator. I know everybody's been talking this movie to death, including Edgar Shadow, Dungeon Critic, and most likely lots of people that started doing movie reviews since 2007. I've been waiting to finally review an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie for a very, very, very long time. And I'll get to play the game of it too. I remember watching this when I was a young kid. I freaking love the Predator franchise movies. I love the first one, and the second one was better. Sure, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger in the second movie, but damn, is it a pretty good sequel of the franchise. I love the Aliens vs. Predator movie. Unlike some of the other part of the franchise, goes down on the bottom side, and most of them are pretty forgettable, and most likely not as good as the original first film. I mean, this one came out in hold on a second. I'm pretty sure it came out. Yep, came out in 1987, alright. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the cast of characters, which I'll pretty much forget by the time I start this review. Alright, we got Pancho Pancho, played by Richard Harvin. Pumpkin Spot, played by Gene Black. Billy, played by Ian Lanham. Crane is played by Hina. Magpie, Bill Duke. And I'll pronounce that name. Anna, played by Perdita Carlillo. Leon by Carl Sanders. And the co-star himself, played by none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hopefully I said that last name right. And last but not least, Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator. Yeah, I had to cut to the end credits because I don't remember a damn thing about these people besides them being alive or dead. So let me go ahead and get this over with. I hate when they show those logos at the beginning. Hold on a second. First of all, I did watch this movie when I was younger. I got to rewatch this movie again last year ago, just to know who these people are. Basically, the plot of this movie is them taking on, well, bounty hunters. There's that first, and then encounter the alien called Predator. Or it did show, like, most likely in my favorite parts of Arnold Schwarzenegger being awesome, because he's the main character that doesn't die. That our main character that plays Dodge, Team Dorian, and that they are like best partners. There's our great team. So the words of Rambo: survive the war, you become the war. That's pretty much the main plot of the movie. There's not much else to say, but it's just them surviving in the wilderness of war. It's just them shooting throughout the whole entire movie, which is the best part of the film. I'm not noticing what it caused us the scene of, well, of this disturbing scene. Below this. Yeah, first time I saw that, that's disturbing as hell. Tearing people's flesh off like a bunch of cow meat. That's freaky as hell. And yet, the effects in this movie are pretty well done. I'm not gonna lie, this film really knows how to be entertainingly awesome. And the Predator has like this so-called heat vision, like a lizard. Or like a kimono dragon. Or like a rattlesnake. And since there's their heat movement, because it's wearing armor outfit, it's impressively, in the word for it, creative. And it's brilliant and most likely the coolest part of the film. I don't want to make this review too long, but it is a pretty remarkable scene. There's not much else to say, but just them just had like unlimited tons of ammo back in the day, and just blowing bad guys up, them catch on fire and them still shooting. It's just impressive stuff. I just really enjoy this movie in the way it is. There's not much else to say, it's just them shooting. And we rescue that woman named Anna, who is just there being held captive against her will. So, they're kind of like just instant people and not killers, but they didn't have a choice. She is kind of a helper too. With the assist them in their needs of trouble. They are there to survive. If the word for it, chaos and destruction. And my favorite part is him killing nasty scorpion of his blade. Yeah, I can't stand scorpions, and they kind of creep me out. Anyhow, well, they're just there to survive the battle while the Predator is watching them. The Predator has like this sort of device on its head, its helmet, like this, is covering its face. Is using its machine in the copy of what people say. Even though in the sequel, they just say the word, "What's some candy?" And just to trick the other one. And like, I mean, it's really freaky to hear the Predator uses that voice to someone else. And it bleeds different color, like green. I do remember they tried to shoot the creature, but it's invisible. It blends into the color like a chameleon style. It's even worse than that. You got like some deadly technology of sharp blades on how tall and huge a creature is. It's one strong, powerful killer, and whatever it stands in its way will just hunt them down and gut them like a fish. And the appearance of the creature looks very almost disturbing to look at. So like I said, I'm not going to make this review too long. I'm just going to get straight to the point. I mean that this movie's like 100 minutes long. Which it is. And I do remember the awesome part that Arnold Schwarzenegger uses the traps. It's to take on the creature. Also, I remember that classic line that Arnold Schwarzenegger says, is that one cool line in his famous quote of all time, in that all the found soldiers were no match for that monster. Not even Billy himself. Alf was no match for the creature. Eternal extermination. Try shooting it was no good. And he said that awesome line I never get tired of hearing. Love that line. La 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 la. Get the chopper. Anyways, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, okay, you get the idea. He does use like some sort of traps, and the predator doesn't see him when he's all covered in mud, and he uses like the classic traps to trick the predator. Or to lure him in. This is before Home Alone was a thing. And all the traps actually work. But not for long. That the predator was smart enough to use water to uncover his face, showing his true identity. And he could easily kill him right there, but he had to remove his mask for a reason, to show his true hideousness. He takes off the mask and shows his disturbing look. Yep. God, that's the first time I ever saw that when I was younger. I was truly freaked out by that thing. That's like the most scariest alien design I've ever seen. And yet, I love it. I love when I'm scared of this terrifying monster. And how the movie ends, and he does defeat the predator, and uses an explosive device that makes that evil laughter, or that scarred us for life. And yet he survived the explosion. And that's it. I think I showed you enough of this movie. Predator is still one of my most favorite movies of all time from the 80s. So I'm glad I talked about this movie for like 15 minutes. This was totally worth talking about. And hopefully I don't get blocked by YouTube showing a few scenes. because people nowadays can just react to them. So that's kind of a thing now. Now that's why I love this movie, because of you know who in it is still pretty awesome that he was back then. Now he's a little too old to do much movies now, but we'll always remember him being the best character of the whole entire movie, of him being the most awesomest hero of all time. I'll always love the first movie and the second. So the rest of the time, and you'll always love this movie as well. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Shortest review ever. So long.